Hello and welcome to Matt's Tech Show. Today I want to discuss if you should buy an iPad. Right off the bat, there are a couple situations where I would not recommend it. Firstly is if you already have a tablet of some kind, then what an iPad offers is not a big enough increase in utility to make sense, unless you're already knee-deep in the Apple ecosystem. Second is if it doesn't make sense for your budget. An iPad is not an essential, and is not as important a part of life to justify the expense over a better laptop or phone. However, for most other people, you should buy it. The first reason why you should buy an iPad, especially over the Android competition, is the software updates. An iPad from Apple will get a minimum of 4 to 5 years of software updates, which is better than the main competition like Samsung and their tablets. This is because of a history of not supporting their smartphones for more than 2 years, and you can assume that software support is not guaranteed for their tablets because of this. In addition to this, older iPads tend to be quite usable, with the iPad mini 2 still being able to run YouTube. Then, there's the great experience of using an iPad. While initially the idea of a big iPhone seems pointless, the iPad offers a lot of great use cases, such as watching movies on it or using it as a Kindle on long journeys. After all, I certainly prefer reading my books on an iPad over having to pay for and wait for a book to come, only to have a single-use item when I'm done. There's the fact that an iPad is much nicer to watch YouTube and TV shows on while sat on the couch or in bed than a phone, and more portable than a laptop. And the iPad can also play a lot of games. If you have a MacBook, then it can act as a second screen. So, what about price? Well, on Apple's website you can find a healthy range of prices from $329 to $1,449 and £329 to £1,469. This is excluding the cellular models, but I wouldn't recommend buying them unless you have a specific reason to. The base model is a steal at £329, and the quality of the device and the performance? If you want to increase how much you're spending though, I recommend the iPad Air, as it provides most of the same benefits as the Pro at a much lower price. However, if you intend to use it with an iPad for professional use, then that's different. For professionals, I would be more hesitant to recommend the iPad. With the Magic Keyboard, an iPad can replace your laptop. However, it will vary from profession to profession. For instance, if you mainly use things like Word and Excel and Zoom, then you might find an iPad useful and want to use it. Or, if you use it for art, then the iPad and Apple Pencil are an excellent combination. However, you are limited by what apps are in the App Store. So, for professional use, I recommend looking up how well the iPad will serve your specific use case, as not all professionals will benefit from an iPad. So, in conclusion, if you have the money and don't already have a tablet, then I recommend the iPad. The iPad will be the best budget option, and the iPad Air offers the most value for money. And while I wouldn't recommend the iPad Pro, unless you need the better screen, it will offer a slightly better overall experience. This mainly covers buying new iPads, so I might drop a video in future that covers buying used. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.